Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, September 30th, the last day of the month. I think it is the last day of the month. Yes, it is. Friday is October 1st. Very mixed day, choppy. And as usual, we will go over any gains that I have for the day. And remember, we want to take our gains out of the picture. You're looking at the largest and leanest watch list ever. And I will show you guys here how to make money. If you're a trader, you want to be here 100%. If you're a gambler, go to the Vegas casinos to lose all your money. Okay, we'll go to the bottom of the list to see if there are any gains that we can capture. It's the first thing you want to do. We've got some gains right here. K-Web, you see it? Small, nothing worthy of. I got 20 shares of gain right here for $74. 20 shares of $42. I've got a bunch of gains up here, but I'm going to hold off on it. No rush. Why? Because K-Web will bounce back, will reach 100, probably sometime end of the before the end of the year. That's where you want to have your gains locked in. JD is another one. Bunch of gains here, and it's on a bounce back, for sure on a bounce back. I sold a bunch of SPY earlier. I had, I think, about $100 in gains. TSM is a great company. I wish I would have picked up more, but I'm sure I'm going to have a chance to pick up more, so I'll leave it for now. Another Chinese company. These are all coming to gains slowly. PDD is another one. Baidu is another one. Okay, they are beginning to see some light at the end of this long tunnel. Zoom is another one I'm building positions on. UPS, of course. 70, slowly, see it? We're building slow positions here, see? 5 and 5. $10 gain, $20 gain if I want to take out. Take two, see it? This is the one that everyone thought that it was just not going to work. Here we go. I can take out 10 shares at $34, actually more. 10 shares at about 70 something dollar gain I can take out, but I will take it out later. AMD is another one. They've been suffering. These stocks have been suffering for too long. I had a bunch of Google shares that dumped earlier. I think I'm going to sell one Amazon share. Well, not yet. Has not given me any gain yet. MSTR, I think I'm going to sell one share, or not yet. Has not given me any gains yet. Okay. I did sell around 350 shares of Boeing past day or so, and I'm going to slowly pick them back up. Okay. I did buy a little earlier, so we're at I had 700 shares. I was down to 300, so I dumped everything. So I bought 40 shares this morning. I'm going to buy another 20 shares. It's on its way down right now, and that's the way Boeing is. Just went right up and crashing right back down, and this is where you want to buy. Okay, this is where you want to buy. We're going to look at VIX too. Okay. So, I think I'm going to pick it up 20 shares at 222. Well, I do have a shares at 222.60, so that's great. So we'll hold off on it. No rush. No rush at all, because we can catch it even below 220 soon. Had a good run. It's time to give some of it back. And that's the way it is. Let's go to the top of the list and see what we can pick up. I had most of my, almost all of my Dollar Tree shares. I dumped them yesterday at almost 98 bucks. I know it's going to go back down again, so I can pick it up 100%. Dow's down. Don't look at this. We look at your performance at the end of the year. I picked up 20 Boeing at 222.60. Awesome. That is awesome. That's great news. Okay, I want to get rid of my DKS right here. It's been here for quite some time. Got $88 losses on it. You know, I'm going to sell 10 of them for $66 loss. I'm going to buy it back, actually. That's what I mean. Because it's enough is enough. I need to untie this capital. So we're going to buy back 10. And we're going to leave the rest for later. Okay, let's go back to Boeing. My Boeing got picked up. I'm happy. So let's do some more Boeing. 222.20. That is awesome. So I'm going to buy 20 shares at 222.20. 222. That's what I mean. That's great. I love when Boeing crashes like that. Even though I have 300 shares, it doesn't mean anything. Okay. Best Buy. Best Buy just got, great rating a couple of days ago. It's like the best idea, or somebody said something, but now they changed their mind, but it's okay. Give us an opportunity to buy some. And that's not Bed Bath and Beyond. This is Best Buy. We're going to buy 10 shares at about 105.40. Again, it's the lowest of the day. In fact, we may even be able to catch it lower, but 105.40 I think may be a good deal for us. Let's check out on ARC shares because I've been building positions on it. It looks like, yep, my Boeing got picked up. Awesome. That is awesome. ARC is still positive. You know what? I can add 10 more to it at 110. Yeah, ARC has been absolutely underperforming horribly. So I think chances are it will go back up slightly for the year. So we're going to capture that little gain. Okay, so since we got our Boeing picked up, I'd like to go buy a little bit more Boeing. 221 to I dropped it at 222, so I picked it up. So I pick up another 20 shares at 222. Sounds like a good deal to me. It had its morning hangover, so it's possible that it will bounce back later on. No need to panic. Okay, here's another company that's been like crashing from 336. It's 196.39. I've been building slowly positions on it because I know when this thing comes back, it'll come back very, very strong. I know that because I know a lot of their members. They are like drugs to their members. To buy 5 shares at 195.30. $195.30 is a good deal. All right, let's go back to the bottom. Let's see what we can offload for some gains. Apple is up. That's okay. We don't need to do anything with Apple. We can take out, let's see, Exact Science. If you notice, I built some positions on it. It's on its way up. I don't like to touch any stocks that is on its way up because it can just reverse course immediately. Dow's down 40 points. It's good news. Very good. I'm happy. I'm happy with Dow's down. Okay, here's one. I sold it at 362 QQQ. I sold it at 362 and change, 50 shares. I'd like to pick up more shares later, but I'll wait for it to crash. Let's look for SPY actually. I think, well, Dow, actually, let's look for DIA. DIA is a good one too. Lowest for DIA is 343.05. You see it? Let's go big on this. Let's go 50 shares. Because you know what? I'm going to dump this. But I'm going to go low, very low, 343 I'm going to go. It may go down suddenly and it just bounce back. We don't know. But I'll put in 50 shares. If I get that small movement, that $1 or $1.50 movement, gives me about $50 to $75 gain, and I'll be out of there, in and out on one share. But needless to say, Dow will go back up eventually. Okay, Google, I don't want to touch it just yet. Shopify, I did loads of money with it yesterday. Fluctuated. I'd like to catch it at a weakness, the weakest point, possibly around 11:30. Put in a price and then dump it. Okay, Take-Two, right here. I'd like to dump 10 shares of it. $70, why not? Take-Two. Let's dump 10 shares. Gives me $1,500 play money. Okay, so looks like Boeing had its morning hangover and it's on its way up. Yep, it's going to go back up. I don't want to buy VIX here. It's still too high up. Let's check on Lucid actually. I dumped it at 27 and change yesterday. All 90 shares. Can we pick some up? 25.73. Let's start building some positions on it. I think we'll go down lower. So Lucid, let's do 10 shares only. I'm not going to get picky and buy it at a limit. I'm just going to do market order. It's only 257 bucks. If I pick up all my 100 or 90 shares that I sold yesterday at 27.50 or 27 and change, that's about $200, $180 to $200. So I could pick it up right now, but I can be patient and pick it up as it goes lower. Okay, 5. All right, it had some horrible news, horrible earning, horrible something. We don't care. We know it just went down for some reason. But we know the trend. When it goes down, it continues to go down. And at some point, it stops bleeding. Today, tomorrow, next week. But you start building your positions as it goes down. And at that point, when it starts reversing, but you got to be prepared to lock down your money for that period, for the drop down period. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we have any more gains. Market's down, but I guarantee we're going to have more gains showing somewhere. Go down to the bottom of the list. Zen. Not yet. Maybe 10 shares. No, it's not ripe yet. Qualcomm finally stopped bleeding. So I did manage to build up 50 share position on it. What else? Yep, exact science. Okay, we picked up Boeing. Oh no, somebody else picked up Boeing. Okay, not bad. 3 shares. Could have done more. Yes, I did. I did place an order for BBY. Yes, BBY is good. I like when I get people participate on the chat because I know what they're talking about, and that's good. That gives me confidence that we can trust them with our money. We can trust them with the company money. So give me feedback on the chat, and if I see your feedbacks are good, hey, I picked up 222. Oh, because somebody else did, which is good. Anyway, Microsoft here, I built up a small tiny positions on it. Not ripe yet, nothing going on. Listen guys, you can be the best trader ever if you have the right strategy. I'm not saying your strategy is wrong. I'm not saying that you have no idea what you're doing. But if honestly you have the slightest doubt, a 1%, a 0.001% doubt that there are cracks in your strategy or your strategy is not solid, then you need to make those changes. I'm not going to impose my strategy on you guys, but all I can tell you is that my strategy is making money, period. You want to see living proof? Let's see living proof right here. Right here. I started this portfolio, and I'm doing a report right in front of you guys in June. My gains are $66,000 to this date in 4 months. Okay, 4 months, $66,000, and I know whatever unrealized losses I have, it's going to be converted to realized gains at the end of the year. But bottom line is, within a year time, your realized gains will be 100% will be. I did by well, not somebody else did. Your realized gains will be much higher than unrealized losses or gains. That's guaranteed. I know that. I've been doing this for quite some time. I know it's working. So stick with this channel. Stick with what we're doing here, because we are trading. I am trading with you guys. I'm not saying, well, you go execute this order and buy it and sell it, and I'm just watching you and hoping that it's going to work. No, I am doing it with you guys, period. Okay, we've got, well, anyway, ARC, I picked up ARC at 110, great, good companies. Here's Nike. You remember Nike had a really horrible, terrible, horrible, it was a really, really bad day. Okay, we picked up 30 shares, smart purchasing right here. See it? 146 and 145. Did not really go below 145. I mean, it just pretty much stayed there. Even the market crashed, came down a few points the other day, but it still held its ground. So this is an indication for the most part that the stock is really ready to start moving on the way up, unless there's some outside force in the market that's going to force it to go the other, force all of the stocks go the other way around. Okay, so going back again here, we've got a little bit of a gains here. NTS, 10 shares, $52. Why shouldn't I take it out? Why not? Because I don't know if it's going to be here tomorrow. But then again, this is the Chinese company, the gaming company, that is going to go up. It deserves to be around over $100 easily. So we can be a little bit more patient, invest the money there, let it sit there until we get more gains out of it. Zoom is another one. Zoom suffered long enough. So if you built your positions during those horrible days for these companies, now it's time to enjoy them. But if you sat back and said, well, it's a loser, I'm not going to touch it, then you lost. And you know what? There's no sense of picking it up right now. Here you go. I picked up 5 shares of 193.50. As a matter of fact, well, not somebody else did. Sorry. Heather, good job. So what I'm saying is that, all right, here you go, 5. You see, 5, I did place an order for 10 shares at 179.50. It grabbed it right here. My last 10 shares or 5 shares was 189 and 187. You see, this is smart purchasing right here. See the gap? Then you will wait. No more ordering. Don't go placing another 10 shares of 179 unless you have money to burn. You wait, it may go down another 5 points tomorrow. If it doesn't go down 5 points tomorrow, it will go down. It will go up 5 points tomorrow. If it doesn't go down, we know that it's one way or another. If it goes down another 5 points tomorrow, or a few points tomorrow, you buy a little bit more, not a lot more. If it goes up tomorrow, then you dump it. You dump your gains. You move on to the next victim. Period. Let's check on my favorite baby here, Boeing. I want to see if I can catch it below 222. No, it's not. Not going to catch it, but we may catch it tomorrow. Okay, so what else we got in here? It's really not a happy day to buy anything. It was more of a selling market for the past 2 days. I sold a bunch of stuff, and it worked out good for me. So, let's see what else is here that we can pick up. CarMax, I'm short. I will remain short for quite some time. Oh, here we go. No, it's somebody else. It's not me. But I did have an order for that too. How come my order didn't get picked up? Let's check out my order. DIA. DIA, I had it for 343. No, it did not go down. I want to get it at 343. It may not hit 343 at all because it has to go down. Let's say something about I don't know, 50 points, 700 points or something. So it may not hit it. But you know what? We'll be patient. We'll see where it's gonna go. Let's see check on Boeing again. Beautiful, 221.85. Exactly as we expected it to move. It's moving the other way around. Buy 20 more shares. 221.50. It may hit it. And it's okay. That's what we want. And when it stopped bleeding, let's say it's going to stop around, remember, it went to 222 and then it started going back up to towards 223. So most of the stocks work this way. So we didn't jump in and buy it at 222.50 or 223. We said, well, you know what? Let's just wait for that, fluctuation to calm down a bit, and then we'll find the footing for the day for that particular stock, or any stock works this way for the most part. And then at that point, we're going to place in. If you don't want to do it this way, you want to say, you know what, I want to buy in a large quantity. Let's say I want to buy in 100 shares of something, which is a bit risky. I would not do it. I want to buy 100 shares of it and then dump it at 50 points, 50 cents or $1. I want to make $100 quick. Yeah, you can do it that way too. But that way is risky, but you're going to be in and out of the shares. Okay, so let's do a refresh right here. Don't ever regret what you didn't buy and what you didn't sell. Because if you were smart, or if you are smart, you would sell it when you're supposed to sell it. You will buy it when you're supposed to buy it. So if you're playing your game right, there's no regret in it. Let's go back to the bottom of the list to see if there's anything worth selling. I don't know. Should I dump some FedEx here? No, I don't need the money. I mean, I can dump 10 shares at flat right here. $10 gain, but I don't need the cash. So I can hold off on it. Here we go. Oh, okay, Heather. No problem. But I'm going to wait. I think it's going to go lower in the 24s, probably. Teradyne here, I can probably sell 10 shares. Or 20 shares at a $20 gain, at $10 gain, but I don't need it. Anything else you guys find interesting here? Here's one company, Shopify. I will wait for it to go low for the day, and then I'm going to smack it. I'm going to pick up 10 shares of it. Yes, it will. Netflix will come down. Never ever think it will not. You will see. When it comes down, then you can call me God. Don't get fooled by this thing. This is a trap. This is an absolute trap. This is an anticipation of something big that's happening right now, that the news will come out later. And when the news comes out, guess what happens? Exactly. It'll crash right back down. Okay. Dow's down 50 points. I'm still looking to buy my DIA at 343. See, it's getting closer and closer. See it? I've got 50 shares at 343. Guess what? Even if the Dow comes out, let's say I buy it for 343, right? At Dow 100 points. Dow has to go down another, let's say, 50 or 100 points, which is not likely for it to go down to 342. So my loss is not going to be huge. I'm going to probably lose 50 bucks, but if I hold on to it, it will bounce back up. Let's do an example of it. If I buy 20 shares of this baby at 343.35. Okay, let's do 343.35. Let's see. Well, looks like I was going to catch it, but I'm not going to catch it. 343.45. All right, I may catch it. I want to show you that on the 20 shares how it's going to work. And then if it goes down further, it doesn't matter. 20 shares not going to impact you in terms of your losses. But if it goes back, let's say 1 point, which most likely will go up 1 point, you will gain $20 out of it. But that's only 20 shares. But if you increase it to 100 shares, if you've got the capital, that's a different story. Okay, here's another one I want to build up some more shares. SAP. SAP, right here. See it? How about 135? Market is giving you so much gift. You have no idea. You just got to be smart to pick it up. Let's go back to ARK. I've been building ARK positions. I love Kathy. Kathy, how you doing, baby? See, I bought it at 110, 10 shares. So back went up to 110. So I can buy another 10 shares at 110 if it does come back down. And it looks like it's resisting. It's a lost company for the year. This company is not going to give you any money for this year. It's going to take away some of your money on top of it. Okay, here's another one that I'm really going crazy and building positions on. 111 shares, slowly building from where? From $90 down almost $12, right? So that's $1,200 losses if I would bought all 100 shares of it. But I cut down my losses by half because of smart purchasing. Really? Isn't that a great saving? That's savings. So let me reward myself because Shaq is not going anywhere, people. Shaq is an American junk food company. 77.59, it is 78. I think 78 will be a reasonable price on this. Good buying, Heather. Qualcomm is a good company to buy. Okay. What else we got in here? Let's do a little refresh. It's a crappy day for the market. Bought another 5 shares at 129. That's a good deal still. Crappy market day. Okay, let's see. Not for us. We don't care what the market does. The crappier the market, the better for us. Okay. Let's see. Are there any gains we can take out here? We did have some gains anyway earlier. All right, I did sell some Google shares, 10 shares at 27 and change, so that's okay. I'd like to pick some more up if it does go down to negative. By the way, the negative and positive, those are only numbers. It doesn't mean anything. A stock may never hit a negative, may never go down, but it always go up for that day, 0 point. Here we go. See, I picked up 20 shares of DIA at 343.35, right? So we're going to monitor that. You'll see exactly what I'm saying. So if the market even crashes today, your 20 shares is not going to get impacted much. It's going to be a very slow hit, a very soft hit, rather. So I will show you that later. So in any event, let's see what else we have in here that we can have fun with. See, the 5 is kind of like tempting me. It's kind of like looking at me. It's like, pick me up 10 more shares. And the second you pick it up, you know what happens, right? It'll crash down to 175. That's the way it always works. But you're not going to give in to temptations. Here's another beauty right here. See this? See this right here? For all you suckers that bought it and held on to it when it was at 120. Let's take a look at this right here. Here's my transactions. This is as transparent as I can get with you guys. And if you're not watching this channel, by the way, we bought some more Boeing at 221.50. I'm loving this because I sold 350 shares at 226 and change, almost 400 shares. All right, look, I put this baby right here. See it? Buy 113, 110. Okay, I started selling them to 113, 116, 119. That's it. Take your few $100 profit. Get the hell out. Get lost. Wait for the opportunity to come back in again, which is today. It's today. So we're going to go back in. We're going to do some RL because we made a lot of money with RL. Let's do 10 shares to start with at 112.60. Don't get rushed. I mean, yeah, we're generous. We're giving it 112.60, but may even go lower than that. Yeah, look, 112.55. But that's okay. We'll go 50 because we know it's going to go down lower. Guess what? All of these cloth manufacturers are getting impacted by shipping containers. I've got some orders also on shipping containers, which they're not coming anytime here. All right, let's go back to my favorite, which is Boeing. Okay, I'm at 422 shares from this morning for 300 shares I had left. So I built up 122 shares so far. How far do I want to go with this? 221.49. So I feel at this point I can go a little higher. I would not suggest for you guys to do that, but I just want to demonstrate something. If I do 221.50, right? Check this out. If it catches that 221.50, which most likely may catch that 221.50, it may give us a bounce, and this is what I'm talking about, that you cannot keep your eyes off of your portfolio if you make moves like that, because one sudden move, you need to capture that again and get out. See this right here? $221.50, I bought it 20 shares. 22, 222, 222, 222, 224. This was all today. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 100 shares. Okay? 100 shares this morning. I sold all of these. You see it? Well, let me show you my sell. So you wouldn't think I'm bullshitting you guys, because I am as transparent as I can get with you guys. Here. See all these sells? Sell, 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 sell. 30, 50, 50, 50, 200. So that's 300. That's close to 400 I sold right here yesterday. Right here. At what pricing? 226. So you do the math. I made $1,600 right here because I'm picking it back up at 223. Or $1,200 I'm making. This was actually a mistake. I did a sell instead of a buy. I did a buy instead of a sell right here. See it? That was a boo-boo I made. Cost me $20. That's okay. I did sell another 40 shares here at 227. See, I didn't get excited thinking that, oh yeah, you know what, let me make more money. Let me just hold off on it. I'm gonna do better. No, let me sell it. Because if I don't, market today is going to take it away from me, which it did not. I hit the market high. I hit the market hard actually. And I say, you know what, you're not taking that away from me. I'm gonna outsmart you, I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna catch you back later. And if I don't catch you back today, no problem. There'll be other days. Here's another one you want to pick back up. You know what? Dollar General has been suffering for too long. 55 shares, smart purchase, only $330 losses. You see it? Starting at 222. Almost down $9. So let's reward ourselves for Doing a good job, smart purchasing. Dollar General. Let's do 5 shares. Nothing, no reason to get excited to do 10 shares. I think 213.70 may be a good number. Yes, it is. All right, let's go back, revisit that DIA that I was talking about. We bought it at 343.35. You see it? Now you could have bought 100 shares instead of 20. We go back here and take a look at it. DIA. I will find it. By the way, here's another good company right here, LMT. I would like to pick up some more shares. I tried to pick up yesterday at 345. Didn't go through, but it's okay. I will wait. Okay. DIA right here. You see it? Let's open this up. If I've instead of 20, I would have done 100 shares. I would have had $15 gain on it. But you see that the thing is that your risks are not that great, because even if it drops down another 50 cents, that means market goes down to 100 points drop. It's still not a big loss. You could buy 500 shares of it, then we're talking about bigger risk. But 100 shares, if you got the cash, it's not a big deal to buy it. Okay, so what else we got in here? And it looks like this baby's on its way back to bounce. And with that, we're going to complete today's sessions. I hope you picked up some good stuff today and make yourself some money. We'll see you again tomorrow.